why positive thinking is not enough. Positive thoughts are not enough. There have to be positive feelings and positive actions. The goal of this report is not to debunk positive thinking, because this would be a direct contradiction since this is a practice we employ daily. But the intention of this material is to open your eyes to a specific strategy that will aid you in bringing your positive psychology to life. The world of positive psychology has existed since the biblical days, and it has evolved over the years to a new age way of thinking. But the reality is that this state of mind is rooted in the excellence of mankind. There's a wonderful quote: everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. This epitomizes the journey called life. But there is an element of false hope that has potential to be overlooked with this statement, because the only way that everything will be okay in the end is if you make a conscious effort to do something about your life and what you desire. Don't get me wrong. I would much rather you believe that your life will amount to everything that you desire, as opposed to feeling that you are always going to fall short. But what gets me more enthusiastic is to witness people who are fulfilling their life, mission, and purpose. Will this be easy? Obviously not, because nothing that is worthwhile ever comes effortlessly. But the journey is worth it, and I can assure you that thinking positively is not the only ingredient to get you your desired destination. This is why I'm about to share a step-by-step strategy that I guarantee will work for you. If and only if you do not stop until you get whatever it is you desire. And just so that you know, when I say desire, this is a subjective term that must be defined by you and only you, because the beauty of a life vision is that it is unique to the beholder. So for you, maybe it's financial, maybe it's health related, relationship focused, adventure orientated, or a combination of all these and more. But regardless, what you're about to learn will help make this a reality when employed and persisted. Before we go any further though, please give me a moment to tell you a story. Let me introduce to you Mary and Joanna. Mary is a 39-year-old woman who has two children, 11 and 7. Happily married, works as an administrative assistant in a law firm, and she is 25 pounds overweight. Joanna is 38 years old, a woman as well, who has two children, 12 and 8. Again, happily married, works as a high school guidance counselor, and is 25 pounds overweight. Both Mary and Joanna decide that it's time to lose weight, and they plan on going on a diet. But before they go on the diet, take a look at what Mary says. Diet is so hard. Dieting is so limiting. I've tried everything and nothing works. Now take a look at what Joanna says about diet. I am so excited to eat highly nutritious foods. I'm going to increase my energy for my children. I can't wait to wear a bikini this summer. Who do you think will be successful, Mary or Joanna? Now hang tight because it's too premature to tell. Let's first dig into the strategy to really think well. You need actions to produce results. Here we're going to go over 8 steps to follow to get results. Because positive thinking is not enough. Step 1. What do you even desire for your life. Clarity affords focus. And you're going to notice I'll be quoting some different famous people. Quotes bring something, at least for me, to reality. If you want to go on a road trip, it would be rather important to first decide where you want to go, as opposed to driving aimlessly and arriving wherever the road takes you, right? Well, the same holds true for your life, because in order to begin the process to think well, you need to define what it even is or what it means to you. Maybe you desire to have more financial security, a better or more sensual love relationship, improved health, maybe more respectful children or a larger home, a more exciting career, etc. Regardless, what is your destination? The quote from Thomas Leonard is extremely fitting for this first step, because once you have clarity based on what you desire from your life, you'll be able to focus on what needs to get done, outside of only positive thinking, obviously. Step 2. What is the story that is ruling your life? Man often becomes what he believes himself to be. If I keep on saying to myself that I cannot do a certain thing, it is possible that I may never end by really becoming capable of doing it. On the contrary, if I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it, even if I may not have it in the beginning. Everything in life, what is then our context, aka the words we attach to what it is, become decisive. All of us are succumb to our story of what we deem as possible, and the longer we tell ourselves the same story, the longer we prevent ourselves from living the life that we've always desired. Let's think about step 1. And let's say that maybe your desire in step 1 in life is to become a millionaire. This would be your what is, a desire to becoming. Now your story will either propel you forward so this becomes reality, or will hold you back as a false sense of scrutiny. For example, do you associate wealth and greed with statements like, when I become a millionaire, I'll become greedy, selfish, and probably lose all the people I care about most? Wow, what an empowering internal dialogue, and I'm sure the money is right around the corner for you. Or maybe you desire to improve your love relationship, and the statements you make are the following: in order to improve my love relationship, I need to compromise all my hobbies, never see my friends again, and plateau my career. Now, there is a very good chance that you have adopted the empowering, no, I'm just kidding, by the way, belief system, because your parents, grandparents, mentors, etc. define this area of their lives when you adopted this as your own. For example, maybe your father was a millionaire, but he never had time for his family. He was self-absorbed, and his greed ended up leading to a divorce. If you adopted this belief system as your own, then no wonder why you are not a millionaire. It does not seem like that at all is made to be. It is absolutely essential in step 2 to figure out what subconscious or even conscious story you are telling yourself, because I will guarantee that it is not living the life you have always desired, or the life that you still want to desire, that your story is what is preventing you from manifesting for you. Step 3. Access your drive. There are 2 great days in a person's life: the day we are born and the day we discover why. What is your drive to think well? Why is this even important to you in the first place? The most powerful asset you have is your why. As is, why do you do what you do? This statement will become your driving force if and when your old story begins to creep back into your life and starts to anchor you once again. But in order to use this indestructible force, you must first recognize what it is for you. If you desire to become a millionaire, why? If you desire to have a great, sensual love relationship, why? If you desire to improve your health, why? If you desire to change your career, why? And the key to recognize this is that your why cannot be the elusive or surface level response to sounds good. It must be rooted in intense meaning, maybe even an experience that will drive you even when everything inside says stop. Remember, positive thinking isn't enough for this very reason, because when the going gets tough, which it will, your default cannot be everything will get better. And instead it must be, I will make everything better by doing, of course, fill in the blank, because my drive is fill in your why. Step 4. Change your story now. If you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're right. Now, what you are aware of the story that is holding you back. And each one of us have an individual story that is holding us back, and why it is an absolute essential to destruct this limiting belief. It is now time to change your story, which will change your life. I call this internalized rephrasing, because it is not only about changing the words of the story that you communicate within your mind, or maybe you share it externally as well, but it also requires to change the emotions that you attach to the story, so that you can use Henry Ford's quote to your advantage. Now let's go back to the desire to become a millionaire example. Your old story. When I become a millionaire, I will become greedy, selfish, and probably lose all the people I care about most. The new story. When I become a millionaire, I will have the ability to help people who are less fortunate, share my success with the people I care about most, become an even better role model for my children because they will see someone who accomplished their goals, become a better lover to my significant other because I will create more opportunity for us to get away. You need to absolutely banish the story limitations and replace this with a dialogue opportunity. This means you might need to sit down with the almost a blank piece of paper, pen, and begin to write your new story. The one that will guide you where you desire for your life to go. Step 5. Rituals of success. I rise early almost every morning and sit in my chamber without my clothes whatever. Half an hour or an hour, according to the season, either reading or writing. This practice is not in the least painful, but on the contrary, agreeable. And if I return to bed afterwards, before I dress myself, as sometimes happens, I make a supplement to my night's rest of 1 or 2 hours of the most pleasing sleep that can be imagined. So far, we have spent some time digging into the internal dialogue that is holding you back from thinking well and realizing the life that you truly desire. But now it is time to get into some serious action, and we define action as rituals for success. There is a concept that I would like to share with you, which has been passed on to me from one of my mentors, which states, do what others don't even think to do, because doing what they won't do is not enough, because there are always people out there who will do what others think to do. But if you want to truly live the life of your dreams, you must do what others don't even think to do. This is a mouthful, but it is extremely true. You need to create a routine of daily rituals where the byproduct is that you think well and that you are pursuing the life that I know you desire to manifest. So here are a list of ideas you want to consider. Now some people call this their power hour. Maybe they do it first thing in the morning. Okay, maybe some people do it in the morning, mid-afternoon, at night. But here are a list of ideas you may want to consider. Meditation. What if you're going to give yourself permission to meditate for 10 to 20 minutes each day? Now I know what you're already saying. Doc, I don't have time. I don't have a quiet space, etc. I don't know how to meditate. Well, since this is your story, and we are all in the business of abolishing stories, this will not suffice. You must give yourself the ability to be alone with your thoughts in a quiet mind for 10 minutes each day at minimum. Now, for maybe some of you, this means getting up 10 minutes early, or 20. Or maybe it's arriving 10 minutes early to work and sitting in your car. Maybe it's arriving home and then spend 10 minutes parked outside the house. But you must create this space. Now, there are many great techniques to meditating. Some just like the 10-minute quiet time. For me, it's TM meditation. 20 minutes a day, morning and evening. Many of you probably already have affirmations. But make it an affirmation that sets the course for your day and your thoughts. Maybe it's writing. One thing that I have seen work wonders for me when it comes to thinking well is the act of writing every day for at least 10 minutes. Sometimes I write about gratitude. Other times I write about vision. And every now and then I write about frustrations. But the byproduct is always beneficial as the ritual gets me to put my thoughts onto paper. Play. We live in such a go, go, go world that our inner child often gets lost, and it must be resurrected in its adult form. What do you enjoy doing? Maybe you like dancing, singing, playing an instrument, cooking, hunting, fishing. You need to create the space in your life for some play, at least 2 times each week. These moments will become something that you will look forward to. And if you have children, let them play with you. It will become an entire family activity. Reading. Find books with meaning. And if you need recommendations, ask me. And finish at least one empowering book each quarter or 4 times a year. The goal of this book is to get you to think differently about your life. Open your perspective to new opportunities. Become more acquainted with your truth and to accomplish all your goals. Now, maybe the best form is reading. But the other thing you can think about, many people spend 20 minutes a day driving to work and home. It's very easy to get books on tape. You can utilize 20 to 40 minutes each day in the car, improving your internal thoughts and making yourself a better thinker. And of course, the obvious. I need to at least reference this, but you need to eat well and move well regularly. This means a diet filled with high quality protein and produce and daily physical activity. This will give you energy and the mental clarity to accomplish the life you desire. Mantra. Now that you have a new story for your life, make this mantra Make this your mantra and recite it at least once every day. Scream it out loud. Say it quietly in your bedroom. But let the world know the time is here and the time is now for everyone to know what is possible for you. Chiropractic. Your central nervous system is the master control center of your entire body. And if there is any interference, your ability to live the life you have always desired will be hampered. It is essential to live the chiropractic lifestyle with regular spinal checkups, assuring you are operating optimally. Make sure to schedule your appointment today. You need to refuel and energize. Our brain interprets lack of sleep as a threat to the central nervous system, which clouds judgment. Sean Anker, who's the author of Before Happiness, writes, missing one night of sleep can cause you to remember 59% fewer positive words, which could make you overly focus on the negative. If you are well rested and just fed, it will be easier to see the broader range of valuable details, information, and possibilities, Anker writes. In one well-known Columbia Business School study, judges granted parole to only 20% of applicants before lunchtime, but to 60% after they ate something. Now try this. If your attitude is chronically cranky, look at your eating and sleeping habits. A mid-morning snack or midday nap could steady your blood sugar and clear your thoughts. And now, step 6. Visualize what you stand to gain. Where there is no vision, the people perish. It is now time to see yourself as someone who already is living their ultimate desired life. Envision this. What does this look like? What does it feel like? What will you be doing? What does this mean for you and your family? What does this mean for your friends? What does this mean for your health, finances, relationships, and etc.? etc. Again, what does it mean for you and everyone else? You need to see this vision so clearly. The vision becomes your reality. And now, it is just a matter of time before you arrive in your vision. Step 7. Assemble a powerhouse team. Michael Jordan wrote, "Talents wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships." You need a network of people who are supporting you and people you are supporting. We call this synergistic relationships, which can be defined as 1 + 1 = 3. Our office is the first place to stop to achieve this because our entire team is on this journey with you. But it extends even further than this because the family we have built with all our practice members are all driven to live a life based on all their desires. The power is in the pack, and we know that we can accomplish this together. But you need an accountability network because on this journey, you will have distress, you will fall off track, you will struggle. It is inevitable. But what makes these challenges short-lived is associating with people who get it and can get you back on track. Get involved with our office today. It will change your life in more ways than you know. Step 8. Again, you must ask yourself why. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give in. Don't ever stop trying. Don't ever sell out. And if you find yourself succumbing to one of the above for a brief moment, pick yourself up. Brush yourself off, whisper a prayer, and start where you left off. But never, never, ever give up. The final step is to reconnect once again with your why, aka your drive. Why you want what you want. Why is living your ultimate desired life and thinking well so important for you? Remember these questions. If you desire to be a millionaire, why? If you desire to have a sensual love relationship, why? If you desire to improve your health, why? If you desire to change your career, why? Your why will become your new default, whereas in the past your old story would have been, which would have held you back. This default is empowering. This default will drive you, and this default will make your ultimate desired life your reality. Now, back to the story about Mary and Joanna. So the outcome of the story about Mary and Joanna is that both of these lovely ladies will accomplish their goals of losing 25 pounds and keeping it off. And the reason is because it does not matter where you begin this journey, or even what thoughts you begin with. But what matters is what you do after you begin. To make your life vision become real and how you implement changes to make your end goal happen. Mary and Joanna are no different than you and I. And the time is here, the time is now to write your own story, just like these two ladies did. It is your time. Now, the intention of this report is not to debunk positive thinking, because it obviously serves as a crucial role, but rather to share step-by-step strategy to bring your positive thinking to life. Our goal is not to scare you with the special report. Our goal is not to create more stress. Our goal is not to prevent you from enjoying yourself, because thinking well requires work. Our goal is to help you become more aware of how to create the ultimate desired life that you want, that you desire, that you should have, by combining positive thinking with massive action steps. And in closing, I want to thank you for allowing me to share this with you. And remember, we are here for you because our singular focus is to improve the quality of life and health of every person we encounter. Thank you.